We're nearly 4 months into the NFL lockout and still no deal in place as owners and players argue over how to split up over $9 billion in annual revenue.
Greed.
It's ridiculous.
Pathetic.
To say fans are getting testy would be putting it mildly. James Brown, a nationally known NFL sportscaster, offers his take.
I would like to think that prudent heads will prevail in coming up with something that effectively is a win-win situation and doesn't alienate your fan base. When you look at folks who are dealing with day-to-day issues being cut back to 90% and 80% of their work week and 90% and 80% of their pay and more, or others losing their jobs, home foreclosures, one has to be very sensitive to that.
President Obama is already on the record saying, work it out, and he did it with a little tone in his voice.
For an industry that's making $9 billion a year in revenue, they can figure out how to divide it up in a sensible way and be true to their fans, who are the ones who obviously allow for all the money that they're making. So my expectation and hope is that they will resolve it without me intervening, because it turns out I've got a lot of other stuff to do.
Owners say the economic model has changed and that there's a need to restructure. But with the average career span of a player at about 6 years, players are reluctant. Fans we talk to tend to side with the players, but they also say, get a deal done already.
It's a business, so they can come to a win-win situation. I don't think it has to be a win-lose. I really don't.
I think actually both sides should just end it and get back to what they do.
As for the product on the field,
I think absolutely the product will suffer if, in fact, training camps are delayed in a very significant fashion. And certainly one of the biggest concerns are injuries.
if a deal isn't reached soon, training camps, preseason games, and the regular season would be in jeopardy, and stadiums like this one would go empty, meaning less revenue, which is something nobody wants to see happen. Joe John, CNN, Landover, Maryland.